everyone, I'm Desak Gede Wahyu Puspadnyani with student ID number 211021094 from study class. Now in this video with the topic about no more mistakes in using modal verbs. So now you will learn how to use modal verbs properly and how to avoid making the most common mistakes that students or people sometimes make when using these special helping verbs. So let's look at what modal verbs are and words that express different kinds of verbs, such as first, modals of ability, such as can, could, and be able to. And second is modals of possibility, such as might, may, and could. And third is modals of permission, such as can, may, and could. And fourth is modals of obligation and advice, such as must, should, ought to, and had better. And next is modals of necessity, such as must, have to. And the last is modals of promise or intention, such as shall, will, and would. And there are many other modal verbs. Alright, so I'm going to give you 3 basic rules that you can follow for avoiding most common mistakes in using modal verbs. Okay, first of all, make sure to use the modal verbs as is. That means don't change it in the present, or the past, or the future. For example, we can say, she can dance. This is a correct sentence. It would be wrong if you say she can't dance, because here the students or people put an extra s there, and we don't need to change that modal verb ever. Second, use the base form of the verb after a modal. Don't use to. This is also called the bare infinitive. For example, you should say, Vina must join us. Not Vina must to join us, okay? This is a really common error. So make sure you don't make this one. So don't use the full infinitive to join after a word like must. Just use the base form of the verb, which is joined. Vina must join us, he should join us, and so on, without to. Alright, very good. Now, the next point is, if you need to say or use the modal verbs in the negative form, then just use not after a modal. Don't use don't, doesn't, isn't, aren't, wasn't, and won't. There's one little exception is have to. For example, we can say, they should not smoke. It would be wrong if you say, they don't should smoke. So here the students knows and learn all these words such as don't, doesn't, isn't, aren't. All that and try to use it when using the modal verbs. But that's wrong. The only exception is with the modal verbs have to. There, if you want to make it negative, you need to say you don't have to do this. Okay, but with the other ones, we just say you cannot, you could not, you may not, you might not, you should not. Okay, so there you have to be careful where to place it. You must not, this one I told you is an exception. You will not, you shall not. Okay, and the other thing to keep in mind is when you are using this word and not, this is a really common mistake. So the important thing to remember is this actually becomes one word, only in that case. Alright, now that you have got these basic rules and you have understood how it works, okay, let's do some practice to see how well you have understood. Now the rules are written at the top. just in case you didn't remember them exactly. Okay, let's get started with exercise. Number 1. He must to finish his homework. What's wrong there? Yes, in the sentence added to. Alright, this was our second rule, right? You cannot use to. Just say he must finish his homework. Okay, that's it. Okay, then I have 2 questions here. If you guys want to answer, you can type it in the comments, alright? I know there are a few things to keep in mind, but the more you practice, the better you are going to get at it. Okay, that's all our lessons today. Thank you for watching.